was diagnosed with lymphoma in fall of 2015. I was pregnant with my daughter, Audra, at the time, and it was a very challenging time in our lives. And we had so many friends and family come together to support us along the way. And after that happened, Brian and I just decided we needed to do something more to pay it forward. And then the idea of Kateswell was born.
We decided to start raising funds and directing those funds to other nonprofits in Ohio that really focus on helping cancer patients that are going through a tough time. There were a lot of places that had already focused on research, but we really wanted to focus our fundraising efforts towards helping families on a cancer journey.
We started out by just giving donations and bringing awareness to different nonprofits. And then our dear friend, Leslie Ungerott, passed away. And when she passed away, her boys, who are friends of our families, said in her obituary, in lieu of flowers, they wanted donations to be made to Kateswell.
Up to this point, I think we've given 67 grants to different nonprofits, but over the last couple of years, we've actually helped 27 families, a lot of them here in Central Ohio, a lot of them in the Dublin community.
In March of 2023, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. Kateswell, directly with the Leslie Ungerott Fund, was able to provide my family with a significant financial impact during one of the toughest times in our lives. I had a bill hit my account for our entire max out of pocket for our deductible. Within 15 minutes of sending them my bill from Ohio State, they had paid our entire family's max out of pocket for the 2024 calendar year. It was just one less thing I had to think about when trying to balance raising 3 children, going through stage 3 breast cancer, working full-time, and being a mom full-time.
I learned about Kateswell through our son's preschool. Our son was sent home with a regular stomach bug on a Thursday, and by Wednesday we found out he had a rare and aggressive form of brain cancer. At that time, our lives were completely turned upside down. It was because of Kateswell we were able to keep our house and our boys' lives as normal as possible.
Worth the Wait is receiving funding from Kateswell, and Worth the Wait's mission is to help adolescent and young adult cancer survivors pursue parenthood. The funding that Worth the Wait receives from Kateswell really provides hope to young adult cancer patients in Ohio, and that local impact is so meaningful.
The Glitter Guild was so happy to meet Kateswell and the Vanderhorsts. They were an integral part of really the start of the Glitter Guild. About 85% of the families that we help have a cancer diagnosis. So their grants really help bring shine and joy and hope to those families in Dublin.
I had a student come in and talk to me about her mother had recently been diagnosed with a pretty aggressive form of breast cancer. So I immediately thought of Kateswell. I reached out and got connected to both Nate and Brian. And I think within minutes, they responded and said, okay, find out what the needs are of the family. I was thinking, okay, a month's rent would be helpful for anyone. And he came back and said, we're going to do 3 months rent. We can help this family. We'll make sure we cover utilities and everything in that moment. I think that's why Kateswell is so important to this community. And in such a short amount of time, they've touched so many people already, and I can only imagine how many more people they're going to connect with after this.
We were blown away when we heard we had been selected. You know, our kids go to Dublin City schools. Our middle schoolers especially have been so excited about this dodgeball tournament every single year. And so when we found out we were selected, we were just so humbled. I just think this is an opportunity for us to raise awareness throughout Dublin City schools that anyone going through some type of cancer diagnosis, whether it's a teacher, a guidance counselor, a student, a parent of a student, this will raise awareness for them to reach out to us and hopefully give us the opportunity to help so many more